Alrighty, as usual, once we reach the final games, we always have technical difficulties. However, we should be up and running. We appreciate your guys' patience. We had to delete some files to give us a little bit more space here, but we should be good. Currently, Seoul, which is Team Red, is up 6-1 on Mr. Devil's Trucking. Oh my goodness! All right. If you guys are watching, please comment. We need to make sure everything is back up and running smoothly. A little controversy here. Want everybody's opinion. We were told the championship court's going to be on court 1, which is the one you're seeing right now. They decided to play the semis on it as well. Both of these teams have played on court 1 all day. The Bocce Bros, who went undefeated so far today, played on court 2. And they're telling us now it's court 1 is the championship court, so don't know how that works out, but it is what it is. But we're back up and running now.
All right. Are unfortunately stuck with me and Andy for one more game, maybe 2, maybe 3.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I don't think it can go 3. Yes, it can, can't it?
Anything can happen in Ohio.
No, I think it's just 2.
And this is the start of the game. Big shout out to Watertight Roofing and Pro Quality Demolition, our sponsors. Couldn't do it without you. Thanks for sponsoring this awesome tournament. And the Bocce Bros. Shout out to ABC in Chicago and everyone there. And everyone that's staying up late to watch the end of this. We know you love bocce just as much as we do.
And we know that Saturday night television is terrible. So you should be here watching us. And we're going to recommend one more time from our sponsors. I would recommend calling Pro Quality Demolition first and then follow it up with Watertight Roofing. Good plan.
All right. Ball stayed in. Good point to start the game, but good shout out. Looks like 1 green right now. Did you get the team names this time, Andy? Bocce Bros against?
We have Bocce Bros against Soul. And I'm not sure if that's their complete name, but that's the name I was given. Their team name is Soul, and we are looking at Anthony, Dennis, Evie, and Danny. We will do our best to identify them as the game progresses. But those are the players, and they are coming out of the loser bracket, which means in order to win the championship, they're going to have to beat
2
Bocce Bros 2 in a row.
It's doable. We've seen this before. Bocce Bros have a nice, comfortable, they know they have a cushion.
Exactly.
But they have to play like they don't.
That's what I love to hear, is that if you got to win one.
And Clutch Chris is right back at where he left off. Nice.
If you got to win one, you play like you played the whole way here and win the first one.
Don't change the formula.
Do not let them get momentum.
Looks like a group. Oh, that's a good point. That's the best point we've seen.
That is a fantastic point, and in my limited bocce experience, I have seen so many teams cruise to the finals, have to win 2, but what they're up against is somebody that came out of the loser bracket on a heater, because they had to win 4, 5, 6 games in a row just to get a chance.
And smart ball by Cooch. I thought he might have shot it, but he just tried to seal it. Acknowledge the one. Fell off a little bit for him. So let's see if they can capitalize early on here. Oh, it died.
And that is a very nice ball. And just a little short. And once again, we got a fresh rake out here on the khaki dirt. Are we calling this dirt?
Ohio limestone.
I'm going to tell you, I rolled a couple balls on the open court, and this rolls pretty pure. I had a good time out there.
Oh, does it?
You got to give it a little juice. You know, it's not where we came from over at Molisani or any synthetic court. It doesn't have that type of speed, but it does roll true.
So it was 1 red on that one, I believe, right? 1 soul?
Yeah, we are calling 1 red.
All right.
And let's see if this holds up.
That's a good enough.
That's a good ball. And, you know, he's been better than good enough in the 3 games that we've watched leading up to this finals. And good enough is very often good enough. And down here we got Danny. That is Dennis in the green pants calling the shots out. Seemed to be the vocal leader of the Soul team.
I don't know if that's enough. Doesn't look like enough.
He got a little
got in the way.
chip.
Got in the way.
And walking down the court.
I'm expecting that there's going to be a little early jitters, championship games, and I'm pretty quickly, I think we're going to see both teams just settle in fast.
Yeah. You know, the Bros have been here on a winning streak. They're playing on their quote-unquote home court that they have been playing on all afternoon.
And there's a
they have yet to lose.
There you go. Got it out, but a lot of room to point here.
Again, let's talk about Soul. We don't know much about these guys. By all accounts here, walking around the club, sitting at the bar, talking to people, they are made guys. They have played and won leagues and tournaments. and they are on a heater coming out of the consolation
That's right.
bracket.
Right.
Let's just say what it's called. It's called the loser's bracket.
Yeah.
You lose, you get bounced. You got to play your way back in. They play their way all the way
And
back
what a
in.
great point by Dante.
And they do not want to lose, but Dante
Wants it.
is coming through.
Well, I know this much. If you're in a final in any Cleveland tournament, you're good. You're
I think
good.
I think if you're in a quarterfinal, you're pretty good.
There are so many good players, so many good teams, so many diverse players. It's always a pleasure to come out here and watch and just see that they play such an aggressive style of the game that a lot of other places don't. And they really don't know how to handle Ohio sometimes in these national tournaments.
And you know what I love to see is that they do play aggressive, but they also play confidently. They play with an aggressive behavior that is earned by playing every weekend somewhere.
Forever.
There are more tournaments in Ohio than the rest of the nation combined.
By far.
By far. This is the epicenter of open bocce in America, and we are seeing,
Take notes, people, because whatever is happening in Ohio bocce is bocce.
exactly.
And they're doing a great job, and everyone's welcoming. And if you haven't been out here, I highly recommend. Come to anywhere. You'll be welcomed in, and they will show you the ropes. But don't mistake that. They will destroy you on the court. And what a great Polino shot by Kuj. Sent it right back, takes all the Reds balls out of play. They still got two back walls live. I think you just give them the points now.
Anthony's really dialed in right now. He is answering the call. He is hitting Rafas. He is making points. He is leading his team. And back there, when you got 10
Big
feet to the back
three.
wall with the back wall live, that is a guaranteed 3. Bocce Bros take the lead. We got ourselves a ball game.
Let's go. Right back. Give up one right off the bat, punch right back with a big 3. Huge frame. Huge frame to keep the momentum going from last game. I talked to Chris after the end of the last game, and he said 1 year ago, we lose that game. And
I mentioned at the opening of this broadcast that what I've seen from the Bocce Bros in the past year is individual growth as a team, team unity. They have really excelled at achieving. So they won the silver at the American Bocce Open
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and since that moment, they've improved. They've played the circuit more together. And how important do you think playing with the same teammates is for multiple tournaments, as far as improving your game and improving your chances to win?
I think it's everything. I think it's building a team. There are a lot of great players out there, but you can put 4 great players together and not have a good team. Chris is just dialed in,
Ugh.
hitting everything.
Triple C.
Triple C. Colombian clutch Chris. And I think building that team together, knowing knowing what your teammate needs when they need it, how to pick them up, how to cover them, how to just be a good teammate. I think it's everything. You can put 4 great players together and not have a good team. And I've seen it before and before. I've seen power teams, mesh together. And
Super teams, right?
And they flail. And who do they lose to? Usually teams that have been playing together for a long time. Why? Because when that bend moment comes, they don't break. They bend, they don't break.
And we saw that from the Bocce Bros in the semifinal game that they were just in, is that they had a big lead, they had control of that game, and then they gave up one, and they gave up another, and they gave up another, but one at a time. They're just giving up the minimum amount of points.
Smart play.
And any chance to win the game, they went for it and then defended. They're playing really smart bocce right now, and like you said, this is not the same team that we saw a year ago.
No.
They have a year experience under their belt.
Great shot by Dante right there to get the point back, and it's close enough, too, where it's going to make them think. But I think it's a nice backboard for her.
That is a heavy point we call a soft replace, where you roll the ball in, just hoping to get that point just out of the way and give yourselves another chance. And we've got Solo with a 2-1 ball
man,
advantage.
that's gotta
That ball
get
looks a
there.
little short. That's going to get eaten up by the sand. Is that going to drop
it's
in?
Pit Polito high, though.
Sure
That
enough.
should be a good ball.
It is my first night here.
But, however, here goes Kuj. You just roll aggressively into this, I think, right? Get yourself maybe 1, maybe 2.
And you know what I really appreciate? I don't know if you can hear this in the background, but we got the jam. A classic.
All right, Cooge went right into the wall. Beautiful ball. Take care of business. Get your one.
In the background, we got a great soundtrack going. We got the jam playing in the city. Shazam it if you're at home. I don't hear the song at many bars. This place is for the people.
I think that was a smart play by Cooge. I think he saw it was too hard to point on the outside of that ball. Put one in there, made him make the point, but still only gave up one.
Only gave up one. He put his ball in a place that, even if bumped,
No matter what happens.
would not give up 2 points. So it was a very smart play, a very good ball.
Yeah.
Cooge has been on it. Chris has been on it, and the Bros are answering the call. But again,
Just smart play. I haven't seen him make a bad decision.
I
I've
can't.
seen bad balls, but it was the right decision, bad execution. And that's fine. You can live with that.
Always take a good choice over a bad choice with a lucky result. You
Yeah.
got to know the difference, people. All right, we got another good ball here. This is a beatable point shot, but again, it's very tough out here.
Oh, they are pointing. They're pointing in.
What
And
a
why
ball.
not? And why not? All day. What a point.
One time I asked this fella, "Are you an engineer?" And he looked at me without smiling and said, "Yes." And you can see on that last roll, that shot was engineered. And holy smokes.
And a big miss by Soul there. Now they're going to have to think of what to do. I kind of like shooting it again. They have a decent point holding there.
You know, with the back wall live, you cut your risk in half, give yourselves options.
And they did. There you
And
go.
again, that's a makeable shot. That's also a safe, missable shot.
Yep.
And so take that shot again. And
And I think, what do you think, Bocce Bros ball advantage? They got 3. Probably shoot this out. Clutch
And-
Chris up to the task
wow.
all day. And stuck it for the point.
And this is Ohio bocce right now, is that you have a 3-1 ball advantage.
You're shooting.
That ball's a foot and a half off, doesn't matter.
You're shooting something.
You're shooting because you can hit a shot. Now his ball's sitting in. If they point in here,
Shoot it out again.
you could shoot that out again and look for maximum points. Yet they left what we call a trap. They left the ball about 2.5 feet short. Whether they meant to or not, it's directly in front of the Polino. It's blocking the point.
Shoot it.
And I would love to shoot it to get 2, maybe 3.
Shoot it.
But it's right in front of that Polino. Let's see
Who's
what
he
they do
shooting?
here.
Boom. Great shot.
Cugini feeling it.
There you
All
go.
right. That ball did not hang around, but this is an easy 2 for anyone that could roll a ball within 15 feet of the Polino.
They gave it to him. 2 green.
That was for you, Nona.
Bocce Bros up 5-2 against Seoul. But as we learned in the last game, there's a lot of bocce left.
Oh, look at this. We got the Ramones playing. We had the Jam. I mean, how many the bands are we going to hear? I'm having the time of my life, Milan.
Every band but the band.
What about the?
The. Tuh. And we'd like to thank everyone that stuck around to watch this final. It's been a grueling day. From what I understand, the first game of the day that the Bocce Bros played today was at 8:30 a.m. So
Good Lord.
But their love and passion for the game, like the rest of us, we would all play in a tournament all day too. And it shows, and now their grind over a year is showing and paying dividends.
There's nothing I would like more, and just like the Bros points all day, and we could say the same for Seoul, they've been watertight. That's Watertight Roofings, LLC, 844-448-7663, Watertight Roofing Systems. And right before you get your watertight roofing system installed,
Get it right, get it watertight.
I would recommend Pro Quality Demolition to take that old roof out.
Bring it down, build it up.
Break it down, build it up. Build it right, make it tight.
Watertight.
That's Pro Quality Demolition, clearing the way for the future. Then you got to tighten that up. Watertight, bro.
All right, so right now we're sitting 2 soul. Bocce Bros got 2 balls, 3 balls.
Holy cow. Are they playing Fugazi?
No.
This is my
it
favorite
leaked out. It leaked
venue
out.
I've ever been to in my life. That was a tough ball for
by
Dante. He knows
He
it.
knows it. He's fine.
Yep. It's a tough format.
And
Rolling one ball and walking.
Yeah. And he's been a pretty flex player for them today. I think he's been shooting, pointing, shoot, point, shoot, point. And that's such a hard position to be on one ball. That's a good ball, though. That'll be
Yeah, smart ball by Cooge. Rolling it outside. Holding that point. We got Chris with 1 ball left. Oh, and we skipped the Fugazi song. Turns out they don't know it. I was just about to make a reference that I'm a patient boy. I wait, I wait, I wait. That's how I play bocce. And Fugazi Waiting Room came on, but it got skipped. Apparently, I'm not as home as I thought I was.
great
What
shot.
a great shot.
Great shot. Put the pressure right back on.
2 red. It is too bad. We got triple C. Clutch. Colombian Chris.
That looks like it's got good weight. I think that's going to be a good
One
ball.
more time.
Right
This
on it.
guy.
On
Scoring
fire.
points. Scoring points. Not
On
missing shots.
fire.
All right, we got 6-2. This game's a lot tighter than the score would indicate, but
It was a one big frame. The Bocce Bros had the nice one big 3-point frame.
exactly.
But hey, and now dig in, right? Put the foot on the gas. Don't give the other team momentum.
Exactly. And Seoul, better than anyone in this tournament, should know what momentum's about because they were knocked out. They fought their way back in.
Yeah, this is not. This probably is not even phasing Seoul. You know, like they're like, okay, we've been here before.
At least we would hope. And there's
Another dime. I think that's a great point.
another great ball. We're gonna like that.
That's the trap ball.
That's in front. That's a trap ball. That's a hard point to beat. And we got Danny up here looking at his shot. He's going to try and point that in there. We got Danny in the maroon pants. We're calling those red.
Yep, looks like he's lining up the point. Weight's pretty good. Weight's pretty good.
Let's see what
That's
that sand
good.
does.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Inches from Glory. That is the name of my next short story I'm going to release by Penguin Publishing in fall of 2024.
Scholastic Books. That was it's hard to get a read. I guess I haven't been
No
here.
way. Are you, wait. Is Joe Jackson playing right now?
That's a good ball. There you go. Oh, and
Wow.
gave him 2.
What a good bounce. That's at least one. They're calling it 2. They're calling it 2. That is a perfect touch shot.
I feel like Clutch Chris is shooting this.
Perhaps.
And
You think he wants to get both out?
Boom. And
Polino,
or
why
just
not?
get the Polino because he can.
Oh,
What
that
a
looks like
shot.
2 green. We got one in the back, 45-degree corner, and we got one up front. That is 2 green. What a big ball.
We're about to
from
see some
Triple C.
back wall action now. For those of you that are tuning in that aren't familiar, back wall is live in this tournament, and there is a skill to this. There is a shot. There's a back wall shot with some spin on it where you want to hit it and have it trickle right off. You'll see it right here. Boom.
Wow, leave it in front.
Beautiful.
What a good ball. So, I don't know. I'd be very excited. So, I've never played with this 45-degree angle in the back corner.
I feel like
I'd be
wanna
very
using
tempted
it.
to use it right now. And that's just coming from total inexperience and just enthusiasm.
Yeah.
But yet, they're going straight off.
And
That was a
nailed
smarter
it.
play. All right, I just learned something. So there is a wandering gypsy player named Slava Medvin. He has a wallet chain. He travels around the Midwest playing bocce tournaments. And he played this tournament earlier today, had a real tough beat. They played really good by all accounts.
That didn't work.
But one very interesting thing Slava had as a takeaway from this tournament was he loves back wall live. He thinks it's really fun. It's entirely different. Makes you think differently about the game. And
Yeah.
that 45-degree angle gives you an extra chance. So what we're saying is how you play at home, that's how I want to play when I visit your home.
Yeah.
I come to you, I play your way.
I love it. And I think playing different formats and different configurations, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, I think they all make you a better player. I think they put you in positions that you're uncomfortable in, and being in that uncomfortable forces you to do things you don't want to do.
Exactly. And
there he goes. I think he's going to try to play one right off the angle.
little tap,
Oh.
that was a little light.
Oh, no, I think it's in. That's definitely going to be a measure. What a ball. There you go. And we just talked about it.
Oh, they know it's one. We got one ball up? Nope, that's it. That was a good attempt by Chris using that wall.
I think that was a good decision. No chance of selling.
No chance of selling. Hey, that is one of the greatest parts about this game is that you're only playing your balls. In this case, it's one ball per player.
One ball.
You got one ball to roll, and you can only roll it on the court you're playing on. So if you're here at the Slovenian Home, you're playing 45-degree back wall live. If you're over at Molisani up the street, you're playing back wall dead.
Concrete wall.
With concrete walls. You got different bounce. If you're playing anywhere, you've got to adjust to
Here
what's
we go.
in front
and
of
this
you.
looks like another great opening point. It trickled off a little, died a little, but
Front blocker. That's a
Huh?
hard ball to beat out
2
here.
feet in front. It's fine.
All right, we got Danny coming up. He thinks he can beat that point. That's why they're calling him the line. He's probably not their primary shooter. Again, I don't know much about Seoul, but from what I've seen,
That looks
Danny
like a
has
good roll.
answered every call.
Oh, it's going to work perfectly.
That's going to chip in. We're going to like that ball.
Oh, hold on. A little green rolled up a little more.
We know it's red. Call it red. Good Lord. Now, this is a good chance to check out Triple C. That is Clutch, Colombian Chris, and his Colombian Fila top to bottoms. We got our homeboy Dante rocking that R Sport Bocce. They are looking sharp
I will tell
in
you.
these tracksuits.
This is the sharpest looking final I've seen in a while. Everyone's looking good. And you know what? Their energy's up. We're 13 hours in today, 14 hours in, and they're playing fresh.
I think they're playing tight. One could say they're playing watertight. That's Watertight Roofing Systems, LLC, 844-448-7663. Here comes the shot.
And nailed it. Didn't get as much action as you wanted, but opened it up good enough. Should be a nice, good point for Dante here.
Milan, how do you feel about that? About making a shot? It's not the shot you want. You make contact. You make more room. You give yourself a chance. But it's not
Dante
the best
comes back.
possible
Great
outcome.
point by Dante after the last frame too. Good comeback for him. I think when you're shooting, right, we all have an idea of what we want to do. Doing exactly what you want to do, especially when shooting, is hard. But if you're struggling and you're just making contact, that's good. You can go from there. When you're missing, that's hard.
It is hard. It is hard to
Oh
remind
my,
yourself.
look at this kickback. So the 45-degree ball just kicked that ball all the way back, and I think it might be red point.
Good God, that was a long distance. That's about 12 feet off the back wall, maybe 10 feet. Probably 10 feet off the back wall.
There you go.
That ball
There's
really
a factor
popped.
I didn't even think of.
Yep. What looked like pro quality demolition coming in ended up working against them. That's pro
A
quality
little
demolition.
heavy by Cooge, but it should be good. Oh, it just died. There you go. Good point by Cooge.
Caught a mound.
They got Reds got 2 here, and if they can put up two points here, that's going to be a big frame.
Let's see if he can clear the way for the future, just like pro quality demolition, clearing the way for your future. What a
Oh,
ball.
good Rafa, but he roughed his own ball out. It might just be 1 red now.
I think that looks like 2 to me. I don't see a green ball on this low side here.
Right here, on the wall.
Oh, that's 2. That's holding.
It might be. I'm gonna need a call here. That ball's definitely in. What do we got here?
Let's see a finger.
1.
We're calling that 1? Is that really only 1 point? My goodness. I must have the worst angle in the history of angles. And I'm good at geometry, folks.
Wow, what a missed opportunity.
We got 7-3. 7-3 is the score. Bocce Bros out in front.
That's a
rocking
very
the green point.
big a missed opportunity by Seoul.
That is a bummer.
I think they should have shot one more ball out. Risk reward. The green that was holding on the wall is a very easily shootable ball out.
It is unfortunate that that is going to be felt most in their soul.
Oh, the sand.
Ooh.
Good line. Just couldn't get it there.
That sand gets thick. I said fanned.
Fanned.
I said that fanned gets thick.
It's hard.
I was
Tongue-tied.
excited. I was excited about the thickness of the sand.
Sometimes you get down with the thickness.
Get up, come on, get down with the thickness.
And clutch Chris, automatic right now.
Has he missed?
He's upset that it didn't stick, but I think he should be happy that he has basically put a ball that either gave him a point or took away a point for his probably last 20 shots.
And you can be upset about not sticking a ball if you've
Man,
hit
the
your last
sand did it
20.
again. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I got green on that. I don't think that red ball made it. Evie knows it. He's shaking his head down court. He's walking out.
That's
He's going to do a proper measure, but he's got a bad feeling about this ball.
You got a championship here, boys. Take your time, measure your balls.
He got it.
Red's in.
Let's go. Evie, happy enough.
Oh.
Unfortunate bounce.
But not really. We talked about this earlier. Point into it.
Yeah, and if the point is closer than it was before, it's still only 1 point.
And now they have something kind of serviceable. He can shoot. He can point. I think he's going to try to steal this. I think he's going to steal this, create a trap, maybe get them to sell.
They got a better line. Let's put a trap ball outside there.
It's got to sit. It's got to sit. It's got to sit.
He got a
It's
good
gotta sit.
chip.
That's going to do it. Ooh.
That might hold. I think that's in.
Nope.
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 They're shaking no.
That's an unfortunate roll, too. He definitely wanted that in front.
He sure did, but that's going to make a hard point. It's still holding second point right now. They're looking at the measure. I think 3 handshakes is an official call.
Looks like red. Yeah, so we got 1 red right now. So they can open this game right back up right here.
That's still a tough ball, though. If that ball curls in too much and they drag that Polino back, it's going to be problems.
Nailed it.
And he just chisels in.
Oh,
That is
boy, Here we
Anthony
go.
in the white pants doing what he does. And the final ball by Janice.
Perfect.
Sneaking it in for
And
3.
And now we got a
We
game.
have got a bowl game. 6-7,
Hey, they're here for a reason.
100%. Like we said, Bocce Bros have yet to lose game, but Seoul is on a heater.
I almost feel like a game like this favors the team coming in off the losers bracket. They've been playing no cushion, fighting for their life for who knows how long. And a team like that is dangerous.
Facing elimination every game. They are not afraid. It doesn't matter how many good balls you throw until you have 14 points. This game is for the taking.
Yeah, this is wide open. It's basically now a game to 7 for the Bros, game to 8 for Seoul.
Triple C with the triple C.
Still made contact, still good, opened it up.
Chippy chip chip. So he might be disappointed with that, but that's a good shot.
I think
Is that he gave himself an extra 5 feet to make a point, and I'll take that every day.
that should do it. That looks like a good ball.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling in, coming in nicely. There you go. That's a good point.
Another trap. You're sitting 3-1 here. You got a ball advantage. I'm thinking you got to
They're
shoot
shooting.
this ball out.
Yeah, they're definitely
They're
shooting.
calling Dennis. He's their anchor. He's their
Definitely-
team leader.
Definitely want to be careful, though. You clip that green ball on the left side, you can take the Polino, too. Nope.
Why not stick it for 2?
So I think a good play here is to point into the wall and settle against that red ball. You just took 2 away, and you're going to hope they get 1.
Yeah, just
And
sneak
live
a
with
point
one.
in. So sneak a point in outside. You're not going for the Polino.
Because if you leave a ball, they're going to shoot it. And if they shoot it, they could get 3, maybe 4.
I think if you're within a foot of the Polino,
He
they're
went
shooting.
for it. He went for
If
it.
they're
It's gotta
within 2
sit.
feet?
It's got to sit. It's gotta
Okay.
sit.
That's actually
That's a good ball.
a different play on what you called. So it's not quite as far as we would like. It's not quite as near to those red points as you would like. But now Seoul has a real opportunity here to score more. And do they have the guts? They
I-
got 2 balls behind, and I think you got to shoot. think you got to take a shot.
I think so, too. And it looks
You got 2 balls sitting on the high wall right there. You get this green ball out. You're sitting 2 with the ball behind. That's a fun spot to be in.
he missed it. Oof.
He's upset.
Yeah, that's a critical miss. That's a critical miss.
That is a huge swing because now you have to point. You have to put the pressure back on the Bocce Bros to make the shot by pointing this ball in there. Ideally, I think if you
Oh,
Sneak it
speed
up on the
looks
green
good.
ball.
Oh.
Or bury that
Great
Polino.
ball.
that is
Great
a great shot.
ball.
Now we've got the anchor on the Bocce Bros, Anthony Cugini, who
Has
has
to
been
be careful.
clutch
Doesn't want to clear his green
all
ball, though.
tournament. Gotta get it clean.
That'll
And
do
he
it.
does. Dragging the
That'll do
Polino
it.
over. That's at least 2. That is a big
Big shot.
shot for Mad Cugini.
Great shot. And our favorite score, 9-6.
6
Bocce
to
Bros.
9. I don't know how things go here in Ohio, but when the score is 6 to 9 in Chicago, it's a
Miller
big deal.
time.
We're going Strohs, and I got a Miller Genuine Draft. Looks like I have a Japanese flag on here. I'm pretty excited about this. With the Polish Eagle, I feel like this is all over.
And another great opening point.
But at the same time, it's right in my wheelhouse. What a ball.
Beautiful.
Hey, let's try another camera here. Let's see where this goes. Nope. That's the wrong
That's
one. But
terrible.
what a great look at Triple C's tracksuit. Good Lord, that man looks good.
And here he comes. Of course, shoot. Great shot.
All right, Dennis.
We're
Doing
still
what he do.
7-1 Bocce Bros. And here comes the importance of a good first ball. Puts one on. They shoot. Yes, they got it out. But guess what? Bocce Bros just regained ball advantage. Because they threw the first, because they scored last, and they forfeit the ball advantage. But now, because he had a good point, now Bocce Bros have the ball advantage. They're in control of this frame now. All because of that first good ball.
And here's Danny throwing one hot. He's upset with it. It's going to make the point, but that is not
What he wanted.
ideal. He knows it.
And here comes Dante. Dante's put a few, last few has been pretty solid. He puts one on here, is going to be big trouble for Seoul. And that looks good. Weight looks good.
And real quick shout out, Dante rocking that R Sport Bocce tight top. Looking good in that very wearable, very comfortable jacket. We got a rep from R Sport Bocce here, showing off bags, showing off balls, showing off jerseys. Looking good. We need to get in contact with these people. Oh, boy.
That was good weight. It just fell left.
And that is unfamiliarity. The Bocce Bros have been playing on this court
Yeah.
about 4 or 5 games in a row. And we got Seoul fighting their way back out of the consolation bracket and switching courts here at the last minute. And
That looks like a good ball. That
That's
is
good
really good
speed.
weight. It should fall a little bit, but still it's in. Looks in to me.
what a good ball. Anthony putting it outside. Again, he's
I
not
think
up.
that's a good ball. That's
He's
a
not
trap
happy
ball.
with it, but I'm very happy with that. That is a trap ball again. Now you got to make a choice.
And
We're
it's
gonna
Chris, though. Chris is up again.
We're going to shoot it out. We're going to put the pressure on. We're going to try and tuck it in. I think they're shooting. Here he comes.
Here he goes. Oh. First miss I think I've seen.
It turns out
He's human.
it's good to know.
That's a tough shot. That's a trap shot.
I touched him earlier on the shoulder. He felt like a human being. But when I see him go out on the court, I question that.
And that's a good shot by
Just
Cooge.
enough. What a clutch ball.
Clutch ball.
That's one more for the Bros.
Bocce Bros maintaining control of this game, and it all comes down to that first opening point.
One is good, guys. One is good.
4 more times.
You point one time, you set the tone, and then at the end, if you can't get multiple points,
One's good.
get one. Now we got bet going on. I'm telling you, whoever's DJing this event, you've got my love and support for all time.
All right, here we go. And that looks... Weight wasn't too bad. Not where he wanted it. Thought it would fall off a little more. But, hey, I think as we've seen in the few games we've watched, that's a pretty good point.
We got a thumbs up down there. He's like, let them prove it. And now we got Evie up here in the black on blacks.
He's going to definitely make sure he avoids that ball because he did sell that last point, and that looks like a good ball.
Way to roll it outside. You know that wall is
Learned
going
his
to...
lesson.
Yeah,
He's
that wall
just
is...
sold one last frame. And one thing he made sure, and I like seeing that, is that he just made sure that wherever he threw was nowhere near that ball. And Clutch Chris comes back with a miss and then comes in and nails that one.
Goodness gracious. Triple C coming back off the miss. We got Danny here in the red pants who's been pointing his pants off all night. That one might be a little hot.
Did he
He's
sail
not
it?
happy with it. He
Sailed
knows
it.
it. He knows it.
He's got to calm down.
That's a couple balls in a row. He's got to bring him back down. He's been doing great all tournament. His hat is off right now. He is trying to figure out
back
what is
into
wrong.
their ball.
Anthony has some bad luck there on that ball curling out. They're going to have to put a ball in a weird position right now.
Do we get a better look over here? We do not.
Yep. That's a good look at the back of our players.
That's got good weight. It's got to
You know
sneak
what?
past all those balls
I like that ball.
enough to get it in.
I really hope that ball's in because, again, now the Bros have 2 balls. They're going to have to chuck because the shot here could be disastrous.
Interesting play here. I can't tell from here if the wall is in or not, but I think that's playing a big factor in what they're going to do right now. It does look like Dante's settling in for the point. And he definitely, it came off the wall hard and dead.
Wow, I heard that thunk. They're not happy with that, but
That's the first wall, that type of shot I've seen attempted, and I guess now we know why.
like we say in Bocce, though, every ball is a lesson.
Yeah, and I think he learned that that's not an option anymore. Or if it is, it's going to be a late hard wall hit because that
Yeah.
just ate the whole thing.
Sure did. And that's going to be good. Cugini, my goodness, is that coming off?
Oh.
That stayed high. Is that in? I can't tell from
I
here.
can't. That looks like it's going to be a measure. That was a good ball. Did they call it?
Looks like they put one green up. They're calling that one green. Cugini does it again.
Great ball by Cooge.
In the clutch, closing. Hey, you know what I like to see out here is they call him Mad Cugini. You've seen him. You've seen him emotional. He is really dialed in right now.
Yeah.
The last 3 games I've seen him play.
Composed.
I didn't know if he hit or missed. I didn't know if he made it or rolled it out. I don't know what he did. I didn't have to see a single ball to know that he's playing on the level and he's here to win. And he's doing what his team needs when they ask for it.
Yeah.
And that's what a closer
Captain.
does. Yeah. That is an incredible display of consistency and availability.
Yep.
That's all you want in a teammate.
And, oh, well, here comes Soul right back at it. Great point.
All right, we're still here.
Trap ball.
Another trap ball.
To
So what do we got?
elaborate for anyone listening, so a trap ball that Eddie, if I decided,
Real quick,
is
we got Triple C lining up. I know he's going to shoot this.
100%.
And they
Trap
took
ball.
the bait.
Trap ball.
They took the bait.
So for those of you listening, if you didn't hear, Andy and I spoke earlier on what a trap ball is. And what we call a trap ball is a point that is at Polino High, give or take a little bit, but a foot to the left or right.
Yeah.
And it forces teams, especially when they're struggling with their point, to make a really tough decision. Do I shoot this or do I point? Because I'm capable of doing both. But I don't trust one or I don't trust the other right now. And a lot of times what happens with the trap ball is you sail it right in between.
We call that the field goal.
The field goal.
Robbie Gold. Never missed in the playoffs.
And what a great point.
Look at that. Cugini, he's not mad. He's dialed in.
Great ball. Tucked in nicely for him, too. They're going to probably take a shot at it, but still a great, great ball.
And I can't help but notice Cugini rocking those Ohio State Red Sox
Yeah.
that he always rocks, and I think he would look incredible in a fresh pair of American Bocce
What a
socks,
great hit.
which we have plenty of. I'm sorry for talking through that hit. We've seen a lot of it. Jettis coming through once again. Now he's calling it out, trying to lag a second in there. But
Stay away from those green
I
balls.
think what the
Just
takeaway should be is that Anthony Cugini needs to be
looks
mailed
good.
a pair of American Bocce socks.
Oh, it broke right. These courts are tough, people.
What a bummer.
For those of you watching that feel like you can point these balls in, I promise you, these courts, every time it looks like anyone has it figured out, something else happens. And it breaks in a way that they didn't see it break before. That
And
does look like two, though, to me.
Isn't that the joy of the game, is that you can only play the court in front of you. You can only play your ball in hand. You can only deal with how good your opponent is or how imperfect you are. I mean, this game will give you something new every single time you come out.
Oh,
We're getting a
we'll
double
get
measure.
Get
All
a
right.
measure. May only be one. Still measuring. Looks like a call has been made, though, that is just one. All right, only one.
That is a big play. And again, that was Cugini's last ball,
Yeah.
making it hard to score two. And that is the final reason I'll state that I think he would look great in a pair of red American Bocce socks. I'm going to send him a pair. If anyone has Cugini's address, hit me up at Bocce-san 2022
Just posted in the live stream.
on Instagram. Just post it in a live stream. Scream?
Scream.
Ice cream.
All right, that's not the opening point they wanted after getting some momentum back. So let's see if the Bros can capitalize on this. And
Not at all. And
That's a
look at
good
what
ball.
we're doing. We're taking care of business.
Trap ball.
I didn't like my last ball, but guess what?
I
It's
like
a
this
new
one.
frame. It's a new frame.
Trap ball. All right, hey, they decided to point. He's got to hit it. Oh, he's been struggling. I'm surprised that they elected to roll into that one.
I am too, with the way that both of these teams have been shooting and the amount of shooting we've been seeing with balls in front or to the side, like we said with the trap ball, take it out.
Now they have to. Oh no! Now they're gonna elect to shoot.
And now they're calling Dennis up.
Oh,
this guy
an
just doesn't
unfortunate
miss.
bounce.
He doesn't miss.
Lots of room here, and a dangerous Polino. So it looks like Soul's sitting 3. The Bros have one ball back. and they have a decision to make now. I can't tell if there's enough room for a ball to sneak past the wall of the Plano, but I don't think so.
I wouldn't even risk it. I wouldn't even risk it.
I think you just get it there.
Yeah, sneak it in.
Looks
That's
like
plenty of room.
Oh, settle. Might still
Maybe.
be, might.
Maybe that was a little rushed. Maybe that was a little excited.
Hey, it's in.
It's in right now, but do you shoot this for 3? Or do you just tuck it in for 1?
I think tuck because the Bros still have 2 balls.
And that's what they're doing.
Tuck and get
Plenty
it.
of room.
That's a good ball.
1 is 1. We'll always take it. We got 1 more ball. Oh, shucks. We got 2 more balls, and it is the 2 hottest players on the Bocce Bros right now.
They can end this game. If he hits that Polino back, it's over.
We got Triple C, and we got Clutch
Kuch
Kujini.
Kuch wants it.
We're going Clutch Kujini. We're going Double C, Triple
It's his
C.
game if he gets it.
He hits this Polino, this game's over. I love the aggression.
That's why there was enough room.
Just enough
Again.
room.
Again.
I would do it again. That ball is live.
Again.
If you miss this ball, you're giving up
1
1 point. 100% shoot this.
or win.
You hit that Polino, the game's over. We saw Kujini do it at the American Bocce Open in the Silver Championship.
Here we
Hit
go.
that Polino, take that risk. Let's go.
Let's go, Chris! That's for the game! What a shot!
What a
Clutch,
shot!
Chris,
Triple C.
with the game winner. And just when his teammate needed to pick him up,
My
Kuz missed by a hair, and Chris
goodness.
came in and adjusted to his shot and nailed it.
Anthony Kujini playing outstanding all game, misses by an inch.
But Chris got his back. What a game by the Bocce Bros, in full command the whole time. Great job by Seoul. Fought their way all the way back. It's got to be tough coming back from the losers bracket. They had some good shots. They didn't point well at the end, and it cost them.
It sure did. And pointing is truly the key to this game. Everybody sees
The
good shots, especially out here in Ohio.
Right.
Everybody shoots. Everybody shoots. But
Wow.
today, the Bocce Bros,
Pointed their asses off.
they sure did. They pointed their asses off the last 3 games in a row, and that was just too much.
And it
and
paid off.
Coming from behind, playing out of the losers bracket, having to win 2 in a row.
Kudos. That's the hardest thing to do.
Your shot's only going to come so far, and we think that Seoul did an incredible job, but the Bocce Bros were just too dialed in, too determined. And I would say that they played this entire tournament watertight.
Watertight.
That is Watertight Roofing Systems, LLC, 844-448-7663.
And if it's not watertight, tear it down with Pro Quality Demolition so you can build it watertight.
Clearing the way for the
future.
future.
And I think that's going to be it for us, folks. What a game. Bocce Bros in full command, had a nail biter in the last game, held on, and I think that momentum carried right into this final. They pointed their asses off. Mistake-free Bocce, made the right choices, and it paid off because they are the winners. Let's see if we can give you a quick.
Stick with what you know. Play your game, point well, shoot when you need to, and this game becomes really simple, guys.
Yeah.
Get it close.
Great job.
If not close, closer.
Great job by the Bocce Bros. Super proud of them and see where they've come. They've been playing together as a team, and it's starting to just show, and it's starting to pay.
And when they do come, I'm bringing a teaspoon.
So I think that will be it for us. The Bocce Bros take
Here they are.
the
Not again. Let's go. Let's go.
Slovenian
How about there? Right in front. All right. Get low. Get low. There they go. Yeah. That's the Bocce Bros. We got Triple C rocking that Colombian jersey. We got
Clutch
Anthony Cucini
Club.
holding that trophy. We got Dante walking away.
And that guy.
Bocce Bros. What a performance.
What a
Morning,
dominating
noon,
game.
and night.
And a final.
Putting it together without a loss in a double elim, massive 2-day tournament in their home away from home at the Slovenian Home here at the Cleveland Bocce Club, figuring the court out, rocking it on dirt, rocking that 45-degree back wall live. It is unbelievable what we just witnessed.
They did
Bocce Bros are made guys.
Such a good job. And if you guys, anyone watching that's not from Ohio, thinks you're good at bocce, come here and see what you can do. I promise you it will be a humbling experience.
I double dare you, because in my mind, I'm the best bocce player in America. We all know that's not true.
North America.
That's what I think. That's what I think. And I come out here
and
and I struggle. I lose not only here, I lose all over the place, but that's the joy of this game, is being able to put your best out there and see what other people have to offer. The Bocce Bros out here put on a show, and do not discount Soul.
No,
So
they were
again,
great. They were great. They were just outmatched.
They fought their way back. They did everything they can do, but the Bros were just too dialed in to relent, and they knew if they give up that first game, it's anybody's game.
Yep.
But if they take that game,
They win.
they just did.
So thank you, everyone that stayed for us. Thanks for letting us take over for the Bocce Bros. We know we can't do as good a job as them, but we tried. Beautiful Slovenian house, bocce courts. Andy and I will be back here to play.
As soon as possible. I love this place.
Smash the like button.
I love the Bocce Bros. I love Ohio Bocce.
Thank you
Keep
for
it
having
real.
us.
Thank you, Watertight Roofing Systems. Thank you, Pro Quality Demolition.
And
Thank you,
thank you,
American
Ohio.
Bocce. And thank you,
Ohio.
the entire state of Ohio. Hang on, Sloopy. Sloopy, hang on.